The Australian media, especially the left-leaning outlets, loves it when women achieve greatness. We see it constantly. For example, the ABC, Krissy Barrett to become first woman to lead Australia's federal police. SBS, Jess Hull has made history by breaking the Oceania record and becoming the first Australian woman to qualify for the 800-metre final. And The Guardian, Kate Jacewicz to make history as first woman to referee in A-League. They try to squeeze in as many identifiers as possible. This one from The Guardian UK really hits the point. Preet Chandi becomes first woman of colour to ski solo to South Pole. Thank God she was of colour, otherwise her achievement just wasn't that special. It truly seems identity is everything when it comes to achievement. Strangely, we get almost no first men on the news in Australia. If we did, I'd guess it would go something like this. ABC, Pay It Forward, CEO crowned first man to mandate 15% salary redistribution to erase gender pay gap. But now in Australia, the latest first woman achievement has occurred in the great socially progressive state of Victoria, as reported by the ABC. Jess Wilson becomes first woman to lead Victorian Liberals. 35-year-old first-term MP Jess Wilson was voted in as the new leader after the Victorian Liberal Party ousted Brad Batten, who lasted less than a year in the role. Once the party voted to spill the leadership, Wilson was elected unopposed. As a former police officer with a tough-on-crime approach, I guess the party faithful thought that Batten would have had a tough time being elected by an increasingly progressive Victorian electorate at next year's state election, or perhaps just because he's not a woman. Wilson said, "I will work every day for Victorians to make sure at the next election they have a clear and credible alternative to vote for that gives them hope for the future of Victoria, a choice between a tired, out-of-touch Labor government or a new generation of Liberals with me as leader." She outlined 4 clear priorities. 1. To get the budget back on track. 2. To end the crime crisis. 3. To make sure Victorians can access the healthcare they need and deserve. And 4. To give every Victorian the best opportunity to own their own home in this state. Batten simply said, "The vote didn't go my way. I stand continuously proud in the role that I've done and the things that I've done for the community. The Victorian Liberal Party now has a very clear path to go towards the next election. We need to see genuine change, and we can't just wait for it to happen." Anyway, Brad Batten is out, Jess Wilson is in. Will this turn the tide for the Victorian Liberal Party, or will Victorians continue to choose being socially progressive over being financially solvent and safe in their homes?